and welcome to Business Life with Kimmi. Well, hey guys, welcome to the channel. I am Kimmi and I'm all about helping my business bosses get their business off the ground, up, growing, and moving in the right direction. So today I'm talking about, are you a wantrepreneur? Are you a wantrepreneur or an entrepreneur? Which one? Come on, which one are you? So let's talk about what is a wantrepreneur, right? A wantrepreneur is a person who really wants to be a business. You may watch some YouTube videos and you like, oh, I want to be just like that person. They driving a Lamborghini, they got their Mercedes Benz, and you know they showing their flashy house, and you like, I want to be just like them. But do you really know what goes into owning your own business? It's a lot of work that goes into owning your own business. So a lot of people have the aspiration and they're in love with the idea, but they don't really know how to execute it, or they just aren't designed for that. I mean, let's be honest, everyone is not cut out to own their own business. Some people work better as a W-2 employee, as a 9-to-5 worker, because there's a lot that goes into being an entrepreneur in a truest sense. So let's talk about what a wantrepreneur is, and then how you can be a great entrepreneur if you decide to go in that direction, okay? So a wantrepreneur is a person that has idea after idea. I mean, constantly have ideas, just generating ideas. Oh, I can do a lawn care business. I can do a daycare. I can do this. I can be a painter. I can do hair. I mean, constantly ideas. I can do nails. You know, I think I'm going to do an online store. I mean, all these different ideas, right? The mind is just constantly clicking. And I have a mind like that. I'm constantly thinking. If somebody tell me about their business, I'm like, you can do A, B, C, D, E. And they're looking at me like, I can't do all that. And I'm thinking, yes, you can. Because I have that mindset. I am an entrepreneur in the truest sense. I bleed starting businesses, okay? But that's one characteristic of a wantrepreneur. Constantly got ideas, but never actually doing anything. So that's the next thing, lack of execution. A wantrepreneur doesn't do anything. They have all these ideas. They may spend time researching and planning and got their LLC. They got all this stuff, but they just ain't doing nothing. Not doing anything. That's a wantrepreneur, okay? I don't want y'all to be wantrepreneurs. I want y'all to be entrepreneurs. So I'm going to tell you what to do in a second. Fear of failure. Wantrepreneurs are often afraid. They have all these ideas, as I stated. They don't execute, and they just never take the leap. Like, never actually do the first step. You may know how to actually do hair, but you won't advertise to get your first client, right? Or you may be excellent at mobile car detailing, but you won't execute and afraid of asking for the business. There's an expression, closed mouths don't get fed. So people have to know what you do. So you have to try to overcome that fear, and that's a whole nother video in itself. I will do that video now that I'm thinking about it. But you have to overcome the fear of failure, because you are going to fail. And the way I view failures, when you do fail at something, anything in life, what is it teaching me? What's the opportunity? Yeah, whenever I have a failure or something doesn't go the way I think it should, even with a relationship or whatever, I'm asking myself, what happened? What is this teaching me? So the same thing in business. If you start something and it doesn't go right the first time, it's not a big deal. Learn from it. Learn from it. Maybe you were overpricing your services. You came out the gate ready and you like, I got this service and the people need to pay me, and your prices were too high. Maybe you wasn't providing good customer service. Let's just be real. Maybe you woke up one day or a whole week or a whole month and you had a funky attitude with people. And now your business is suffering because of that. They like, I don't want to do business with her. I want to do business with him. You understand what I mean? So take what you may presume as a failure and let's make it right. Let's see, what can we do going forward, right? Another sign of a wantrepreneur is perpetual learning. Perpetual learning. Constantly being a student. I need more training. I need more training. I need more information. I need more. I need more. I need more. Now, you already took the course. You already read the book. You already had one-on-one coaching. You already had mentorship. And now you still ain't executing. What's the problem? That goes back to the last one. A little bit of fear, right? You may have some fear going on. But you are not going to be a perpetual learner. So we're going to come back to that. I'm going to give you some tips on how to overcome some of these things too, okay? The next one is just procrastination. You got everything in play. You got everything in play as a wantrepreneur, and you still waiting for the perfect time. Well, maybe I'll start January 1st. Maybe I better wait till the summer. Nah, it might be better in winter. When is the right time? Why? Let's do it. Let's get started. There's no need to keep waiting. Once you got everything in play, we're going to get it. We're going to go about it. But I'm coming back to the suggestions in just a second. So I really want you to think about the things I talked about to describe a wantrepreneur. Again, constantly generating ideas, lack of execution, fear of failure, perpetual learning, procrastination. 5 things, okay? Now let's talk about the reverse though. What can you do to overcome some of these things so you're not a wantrepreneur, but now you're an entrepreneur, okay? Now you're an entrepreneur, you're a business boss, you're getting it done, okay? So the first one, you have an idea. Write it out. What's the plan? Make it clear. I'm going to start at the home daycare. Okay, let's get the plan in action. I want to start the daycare by April 1st. I need 5 kids to make the budget work. I need these supplies. Let's get it. Let's write it. Let's do it. Okay. Now we're going to actually execute. Again, we're going to have a start date. What's the start date? What is your start date? We're going to execute. So now we got all our stuff we need for the business. We got it all written out or all organized. What's the start date? January 1. Okay, that's fine. It could be the summer, whatever date, but we need a target date. Not I think, maybe, possible. No, what's the date? Write it down. Make it clear. Next, fear of failure. How do we overcome the fear of failure? You just got to do it. Just like Nike. Get out there and do it. Write it out again. I'm big on writing stuff out. Write it out. I know that my weakness may be customer service. I don't like talking to people. Well, any industry you do almost nowadays, you have to talk to people. That may mean overcoming that fear, standing in the mirror, talking to yourself. Hi, Mr. Smith. I'm selling ABC. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Role play. When I used to have my nieces and stuff and they were in school and they had a situation or whatever, I did a lot of role playing with them. So role play with somebody, but you have to do it. You have to speak to people. As I said earlier, closed mouths do not get fed. If you don't tell people what you're doing, they will not know and they can't support your business. Everybody should know what you're doing. They should know so they can support you. So you got to overcome that fear of failing. The next thing, being a perpetual student, that stops today. Get the knowledge you need, be it a course, be it a one-on-one mentoring for a little bit, but you do not need to be learning for the next 25 years. You do not need to pay somebody $99 for the rest of your life. Okay. In my other business that I do, a lot of times people say, I need mentorship. No. Once I teach you and I train you what to do, now let's go do it. Let's go do it. The first one is going to be the hardest. The first one. But after you do it 1 or 2 times, you get a little bit more confidence. So you're going to have to be like Nike and just do it. Again, the next step was procrastination. We're not looking for the perfect time anymore. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to set a date and we're going to get it done. Okay. Now, if that first launch date doesn't go the way you want it to, which is a possibility, it could happen. Just say we said January 1, but something happened. Maybe the business cards didn't come in. Maybe the insurance didn't go through properly. Whatever reason it didn't happen in the first date that you set another date. Set another date. Okay? So let's quit procrastinating. I want to take you from wantrepreneur to entrepreneur. And a lot of times that just means some planning, executing, writing it down, making the vision clear. Make it clear. What are we doing? And that's a lot of times we don't know what we're doing. If you need additional help, it would be our pleasure to assist you. I know you got this, my business boss family, and it's going to be all right. Okay? So visit us at businesscreatorzone.com. All right. Until next time. Bye.